for $112 a head. A smuggler in India promised a way out of the fear that had begun to suffocate Shamshida Begum and her family.
Rohingyas are hated and abused in India.
They were among 40,000 Rohingya refugees in India.
Human rights groups say in recent years, the government's welcoming policy has shifted to a hostile one. In October, India deported 7 Rohingya men back to Myanmar, a country the UN is accused of committing genocide against this persecuted Muslim minority. Since December, the Refugee Relief and Repatriation Commission says India has deported at least 1,300 Rohingya refugees to Bangladesh.
In the beginning, we weren't harassed, but at a later stage, we were constantly being monitored. So we got scared and thought they might send us back to Myanmar. Since we didn't want to go there, we decided to cross the border.
Rohingya refugees describe a campaign of fear-mongering, harassment, and intimidation that's terrifying people enough to abandon their lives in India and sneak into Bangladesh.
There has been a campaign against Rohingyas by these Hindutva groups to create an impression that they are terrorists, and therefore there have been attacks on these Rohingyas.
India's ruling party says the Rohingyas have no right to demand refugee status, and India is not a signatory to the 1951 Refugee Convention.
There is a security aspect also with regard to their linkages with dangerous terrorist groups that are inimical to India and fomented by or based out of Pakistan. And the last part is that end of the day, that these citizens are also leading to problems with the local community.
It's been 3 months, and Begum and her family are adjusting to home inside this sprawling refugee camp.
We suffered over there as well as here. We are facing many difficulties.
Despite the hardships of refugee life, she and other recent arrivals from India say they're experiencing something new: the comfort of being surrounded by other Rohingyas and a peace that comes with living in a Muslim country. Natasha Ghanem, Al Jazeera, Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh.